Big stories, big pressure, big nights at Anfield. This is Anfield Central, your home for the latest Liverpool news, transfers and sharp analysis. No noise, just what matters to real Reds. So if you love Liverpool, hit subscribe and stay ahead of every story. Let's get into it.
Liverpool news today, why Liverpool's form is improving and what it means for Arne Slot. Liverpool's 2025-26 season has been far from straightforward, with the Premier League champions failing to defend their title and even slipping out of the top four during the winter months. Expectations were high at Anfield, but reality quickly became uncomfortable. Under Arne Slot, the Reds endured their worst run of form in more than 70 years back in November. 9 defeats in 12 matches, capped by a shocking 4-1 Champions League loss to PSV Eindhoven, forced serious questions about the direction of the team. In response, Slot adjusted his approach, moving towards a more cautious and risk-averse style. That shift brought a 13-game unbeaten run, but it also came at a cost, with frustrating draws against newly promoted sides Leeds United, Sunderland and Burnley preventing Liverpool from climbing the table. However, momentum has begun to swing back in Liverpool's favour. Since the end of January, the Reds have won 4 of their last 5 matches in all competitions, a clear improvement compared to just 2 wins in the previous 7. A key factor behind that upturn has been defensive stability. Earlier in Slot's reign, Liverpool were praised for their solidity, but this season their backline became increasingly vulnerable, conceding 35 league goals and dropping 8 points from late concessions. Recently, that trend has reversed. Liverpool have kept 3 clean sheets in their last 5 wins, including an impressive 1-0 away victory over Sunderland, making them the first Premier League side to beat the Black Cats at the Stadium of Light this season. Another major boost has been the return to form of Mo Salah. After his most difficult season since joining Liverpool in 2017, Salah's struggles mirrored the team's downturn. Last season, Salah contributed to nearly 55% of Liverpool's league goals, but this year his influence dropped sharply. That has started to change following his return from the Africa Cup of Nations. Since coming back, Salah has scored or assisted 6 times in his last 6 matches. In fact, only Bruno Fernandes has registered more Premier League assists than Salah in that period, underlining his renewed importance to Liverpool's attack. Despite the improvement, pressure on Slot has not completely disappeared. After spending more than £446 million in the summer, falling out of the top 4 intensified calls for change in the dugout. Yet recent performances, not just results, have eased some of that tension. Confidence is slowly returning, and there is a growing sense that the club hierarchy will wait before making any major decisions. With Xabi Alonso now available, speculation will continue, but for now Liverpool appear focused on finishing the season strongly and reassessing their options in May.
Liverpool transfer news. Bayern told to avoid Reds-linked Yan Diamonde. Liverpool are among the clubs monitoring highly rated RB Leipzig winger Yan Diamonde, but any potential summer move could turn into a heavyweight transfer battle. The 19-year-old has enjoyed a sensational debut season in Germany, scoring 9 goals and providing 6 assists in 24 appearances across all competitions since joining Leipzig from Leganés. His rapid rise has not gone unnoticed, with both Liverpool and Bayern Munich credited with strong interest. However, Bayern legend Lothar Matthäus has publicly urged his former club to think twice before entering the race. Speaking to Bild, Matthäus claimed Leipzig would only consider negotiations if an offer of €100 million was tabled. He questioned whether that valuation makes sense, arguing that for a player who cannot currently get past Luis Diaz, the fee would be excessive. In his view, Bayern would be better off saving their money. Instead, Matthäus suggested Bayern should look at Hoffenheim's Bazumana Touré as a more logical long-term investment, describing him as a player with potential who could develop gradually behind Diaz. While Bayern weigh up their options, Liverpool's interest remains part of the wider conversation. Diamonde himself has previously been linked with ambitions of playing at Anfield, but he has now clarified those comments. He explained that the idea of Liverpool being his dream club was slightly exaggerated, revealing it is actually his father's favourite team. His father, he said, has always admired the atmosphere at Anfield and even grew up without a television for a period. Although he holds great respect for Liverpool, he made it clear that his current dream club is RB Leipzig. The winger also confirmed he has spoken regularly with former Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp, who now works within the Red Bull network. However, those conversations have not included any discussion about a move to Liverpool. Klopp, Diamonde says, advises him to stay humble and keep working hard. The youngster described being able to speak with the German coach as incredible, calling him a legend and admitting that sometimes it feels like he is living in a movie. With a reported €100 million price tag and growing interest from Europe's elite, the summer window could prove decisive. For now, though, Diamonde's focus remains firmly at Leipzig, even if speculation around Liverpool refuses to fade.
Liverpool news today. Dominic Szoboszlai's Real Madrid dream revealed. Dominic Szoboszlai is enjoying the best season of his Liverpool career, but fresh comments have sparked fresh concern about his long-term future at Anfield. The Hungarian midfielder is emerging as a leading contender for Liverpool's Player of the Season in 2025-26. On Saturday night, he underlined his importance once again, scoring a superb second goal in a 3-0 FA Cup victory over Brighton in the fourth round. That strike only strengthened comparisons with Anfield legend Steven Gerrard. Szoboszlai now has 10 goals and 7 assists in 35 appearances across all competitions this season under Arne Slot. Yet while his performances continue to rise, questions over his contract remain unresolved. His current deal runs until 2028, and Liverpool are believed to be working on a new and improved offer that reflects his growing status within the squad. However, Szoboszlai recently admitted there has been no real progress in negotiations. That uncertainty has inevitably opened the door to speculation, particularly if Liverpool were to miss out on Champions League football for the 2026-27 campaign. Now, Hungary head coach Marco Rossi has added another layer to the story. Speaking to Marca, Rossi revealed that Real Madrid has always been Szoboszlai's dream club since childhood. He explained that because of their close relationship, he knows the midfielder has long admired the giants of the Spanish. At the same time, he stressed that a move is far from inevitable and that staying at Liverpool remains a very real possibility. He pointed out that the decision ultimately depends on both the player and the club, and emphasised how highly valued Szoboszlai is on Merseyside. Liverpool, he added, are one of the biggest clubs in the world. Since arriving from RB Leipzig in 2023 for £60.9 million, Szoboszlai has registered 25 goals and 21 assists in 129 appearances. The Reds are understood to have made what has been described as an outstanding contract offer, but a breakthrough has yet to be reached. For Liverpool fans, any mention of Real Madrid naturally raises alarm bells. Recent uncertainty surrounding key players has only heightened sensitivity whenever the Spanish giants enter the conversation. That said, there is still confidence inside Anfield that Szoboszlai's future can be secured. The 25-year-old has spoken positively about the club and the city, and if Liverpool match his ambition, both financially and competitively, there may be little reason to fear. But in modern football, ambition matters. If Champions League nights disappear for more than one season, even the strongest bonds can be tested.
Liverpool news today. Dominic Szoboszlai silences Jamie Carragher critics. Dominic Szoboszlai has responded in the best way possible to long-standing criticism, with performances that are becoming impossible to ignore. For months, former Liverpool defender Jamie Carragher has questioned the midfielder's impact. Even during last season's title-winning campaign, Carragher openly admitted he was not Szoboszlai's biggest fan. He pointed to what he saw as a lack of end product, arguing that a Liverpool number 10 should deliver more than just 3 goals. At one stage, he even suggested Morgan Gibbs-White as a potential alternative. But while doubts persisted externally, Szoboszlai continued to set the tempo internally. His energy, pressing and tactical discipline were central to Arne Slot's system, helping Liverpool control games even when the spotlight fell elsewhere. The main criticism centered on goals and assists, yet with Mo Salah carrying much of the attacking output last season, Szoboszlai's broader influence arguably went underappreciated. This season, however, the numbers tell a different story. His His goal against Brighton took him to 10 for the campaign, his first double-digit scoring season for Liverpool. Add in 7 assists, and he has already matched last season's 17 goal contributions in 14 fewer games. In fact, only Hugo Ekitike has scored more for Liverpool this term. Beyond the statistics, Szoboszlai has been Liverpool's most consistent performer in what has otherwise been a frustrating campaign. Many supporters now see him as the clear frontrunner for Player of the Season. Even Mo Salah has described him as one of the best players in the world right now, a powerful endorsement from a teammate who knows exactly what elite performance looks like. Yet as his stock rises, so too does speculation about his future. As is often the case when a Liverpool star shines, Real Madrid have been linked. The pull of the Bernabeu is well known, and history shows how persuasive it can be. That makes Liverpool's contract situation increasingly important. Talks over a new deal have taken place, but by Szoboszlai's own admission, no progress has yet made. With every standout performance, his leverage only strengthens. Liverpool already have contract priorities to address, including the situation surrounding Ibrahima Konate, but securing Szoboszlai's long-term future is quickly becoming just as urgent. Carragher may still have reservations, but he appears to be in the minority. Right now, Szoboszlai looks every inch Liverpool's new talisman, and the club cannot afford to let him slip away.
Liverpool News Today. Tony Cascarino makes bold Steven Gerrard claim about Dominik Szoboszlai. Dominik Szoboszlai is once again at the centre of the conversation, and this time the comparison could hardly be bigger. Speaking on TalkSport, former striker Tony Cascarino has posed a bold question to Liverpool fans. Is Szoboszlai now performing at a level comparable to Steven Gerrard at his peak? Gerrard is widely regarded as one of Liverpool's greatest ever players, often mentioned alongside icons such as Kenny Dalglish. But Cascarino believes the current Hungarian midfielder deserves to be in that conversation, at least based on recent form. The big standout for me is Szoboszlai. How good is he in world football? He's one of the best in midfield at the moment. He went even further, directly asking supporters whether they believe Szoboszlai might actually be better right now than Gerrard was at a similar stage. Acknowledging Gerrard's longevity and legacy, Cascarino suggested there is not much between them in terms of current impact. Szoboszlai's numbers certainly support the debate. His goal against Brighton was his 10th of the season, and alongside 7 assists, he has already reached 17 goal contributions in all competitions. Cascarino pointed out that Szoboszlai is building a reputation as a big-game player, much like Gerrard did. At 25, Gerrard famously carried Liverpool through defining moments, including the 2005 Champions League triumph, and Cascarino sees shades of that influence in Szoboszlai this season. He described the Hungarian as a league winner last year and a midfielder who is currently dragging his team forward in difficult moments. Is he up there with the Gerrard standard? Cascarino asked. I'd love to know what Liverpool fans think. The praise did not stop there. Cascarino referenced watching Szoboszlai dominate for Hungary against the Republic of Ireland, calling him the best player on the pitch by a country mile. He admitted it would be a shame not to see him on the World Cup stage, describing Szoboszlai as a major star and, in his opinion, one of the best midfielders in world football right now. Liverpool invested £60 million to bring him from RB Leipzig in 2023, and that fee is increasingly looking like smart business. Whether he truly matches Gerrard's legendary status may take years to decide, but right now Szoboszlai is playing at a level that demands the comparison.